Hello, I am back so soon, but it is finally the long-awaited, highly anticipated Leo season. So let's cut it with the emotional crap and get into the hype shit already. All right, Summer, right? We love Cancer season for deep reflection, but at the same time, we're ready to party a little bit. Okay, so as my own little personal Leo season flex, I got my hair down, I got my face fresh. That's right, no makeup, simple, keeping it cool. So I'm gonna jump right into it. What I'm doing is I'm gonna pull 3 from the Thoth deck, and then I'm gonna pull 12 Daemon cards, one for each zodiac sign, to kind of see the financial forecast for the upcoming season. And the reason I'm doing that is because I am leaving, but I will be doing readings, just not the Daemon deck readings. Okay, so I wanted to get those out of the way, and then I'm gonna do one bonus Leo reading. And I know I usually do my top view readings, but I don't have time, so I don't even have time for this, but I'm dedicated. True Leo energy. So I'm gonna jump right in. Let's get 3 of these. Let's talk about it. Oh, there's one. Yikes. Okay. Off to not such a strong start, but you know what? I'll take it because it always tells a story, doesn't it? And that's 4, but all right, bottom of the deck is Knight of Swords, so air energy, but also that hardworking, getting back into our hustle. Like I said, I think Cancer season is a great time to sit back, relax, and reflect, but now we're kicking right back into the hustle and bustle, but still enjoying summertime, right? So that's just me. I do have 4 cards here. It's funny because one of them is the Chariot. And I'm pretty sure the Chariot and the Knight of Wands, if you recall, were 2 out of 3 of the cards that were up here for the last readings I did. So I'm going to put that back. What's at the top of the deck? The Wheel of Fortune. That's what I'm doing, Daemon. It's been a while, and like I said, I'm not going to do them for at least another month. So I figured I'd get that out of the way. But here we go. So we have the 5 of Cups, disappointment, and while that isn't a great start, I do see it as sort of like, okay, so maybe Cancer season didn't go so hot. I know for me, I got a little off track. I mean, I still enjoyed myself, but I definitely wasn't working as much on my own shit as much as I was working for other people. You know what I mean? So maybe we didn't get what we wanted out of it, but also we are in a good, stable place because of it. Okay, so maybe it didn't live up to our wildest dreams of what we wanted our summer to be, but it ain't over yet. Leo season's about the hype shit. I got this incense, but for some reason the stick was broken off, so I don't know where to put it. I'm trying to, whatever. It's irrelevant, I know, but I'm just trying to make it work. Okay, there we go. So next we have the Ace of Swords. Again, getting your grind back on, putting in the work, gaining knowledge, and using it to, I don't want to say your advantage, because I just don't think that's a very nice word. But putting in the work and knowing that you can do it, getting the focus back, right? And then boom, the Magician. A little more air energy, but at the same time, it's all about the manifestation. So it's kind of like reset, recharge, and reinvent. That's what Leo season's going to be about, all right? I know it's just like a quick, simple message, but Leos, you will get a longer reading, okay? But for now, all I want to do is just pull 12 of these Daemons and just see what's going on in the financial world for each sign. And like I said, I will be doing readings again soon, but for now, we're just getting Daemons. And I'm just going to kind of put them in order. Okay. Looking to get 12 Daemons. Come on out, y'all. You're always so jumpy until I really need you. Thank you. Close, but no cigar. Come on. So yeah, I mean, I posted videos, I don't know, was it a week ago? Maybe not even, so you can go check those out if you are looking for a more direct or specific message. Of course, they're all general, but I do have all of the zodiac signs up if you haven't already watched them. kind of the wrap up for Cancer season. And now getting into it. So once again, this really is just about the finances, work, money, wealth, and health, okay? Seeing what direction we need to go in to keep the dough flowing, all right? Boom, we have 12. I don't know why I want to shuffle it one more time, even though I'm not looking to get any more cards. Thank you. Cool. So, again, jumping right in. Get them all salted here. We know all about it. All right, so Aries, we have Mammon, okay? For Aries, we have Mammon. What is the message for Aries? Beware of avarice. Every time I get this card, I'm like, I need to look up that word so I know how to say it and exactly what it means. Focus on gaining needs and comforts. Avoid not being able to appreciate what we have in the constant pursuit of more. Now, I find that really interesting because in the last Aries reading, it was all about, you know, not necessarily taking a loss, but it was about kind of recalibrating your finances and realizing that you might not be in the position that you once were, even if it was recent, and to kind of watch your spending a little bit. So again, being grateful for what you have is a great way to stop getting more. All right, I'm gonna leave it at that. For Taurus, we have Lucifer. So we have focus on finding sympathy and understanding for those with whom there is no agreement, even enemies. So if you're having a hard time in the workplace, getting along with someone, which Taurus, of course you are, but you know, find something else you have in common, even if you can't agree on the work ethics or vice versa. Maybe you can recognize that despite them being a horrible, shitty human being, they still have a good work ethic, whichever applies to your situation. Okay, so just try to keep it cool, and think about the other people who have to share the space with you and this supposed enemy. Okay. Now we've got Gemini. We have Abigor. Focus on fostering loyalty and building teamwork skills. Okay, so if you're new to a project or you've been told that you're just not working well with your team, then it's time that you really look into how you can improve that, whether it is taking a course, watching some videos, having some bonding time outside of company time, whatever it is that is going to help you get into the flow with others and not just your own having your blinders on kind of focus like you might be having lately. It's going to be about coming together and working with what you got and who you got. Okay, moving right along to Cancer. Marchosias. We've got Beware of, I forgot I didn't show anybody any cards. I'm not going to start now. We have Beware, this is for Cancer. Beware of false hopes. Knowing something is impossible and striving for in any way could take energy that could be used for attainable goals. I'm all about chasing your dreams, but it's about being realistic and knowing that some things might take time. And so if you're trying to rush something by putting your all into it, thinking it'll happen faster, probably won't. So try to just knock off the little check marks in the meantime and focus on each step rather than focusing on the big picture. Okay, Cancer. We have Leo. Amadusius. I always say Amadusius, but it's just Amadusius. We have focus on musical endeavors, including composing and musical inspiration. I really need not say more. If you've been contemplating music, if you've been collaborating with a musician, if you feel like you want to listen to music at work or something like that, you know, highly recommended right now. So get into it. This is a very creative time for you, Leo, and you have to embrace that to the best of your abilities. And going for it would be embracing it. So who do we have next? Virgo? We've got Zaphon. Virgo, beware of being swept into a mob mentality, of taking disputes and protests to violent or disruptive actions. Okay, so if people are mad about something and you feel obliged to have the same sort of attitude towards it, but you're like, I'm actually being treated and paid really well. You know, that's tough because I'm all about worker solidarity. But don't fuck up a good thing if you don't feel like it's for you at the same time. Okay. That's a tough one. I'm not crazy about that card, especially with the way the world is going right now. But yeah, and it's also, even if it's like on a smaller scale, if somebody is sort of outcasted from the group and you're like, I'm still cool with them. You don't have to be a dick just because everyone else is. Okay? Libra? Libra. Agaries. What's going on? Libra. What's Agaries about? Whew. I just had to start taking my breaths. All right, Libra. Deep breaths. It's okay. Focus on direction and guidance, bringing allies and helpful items closer and pushing enemies and destructive influences away. You don't always know who your supporters are, just like you don't always know who your haters are. So try not to get too caught up with what you think you should do and focus on what your intuition is telling you to do, okay? Scorpio, we have Azazel. Beware of looking for someone to blame in situations in which no one person is responsible. Focus on fairness and offering equal praise for success as blame for mistakes. Okay. What else do you want me to say, Scorpio? I feel like you get this card a lot. Actually, now that I think about it, you'd have to go check the tapes, but at the same time, I feel like this comes up a lot for you. No reason to have judgments, especially if they're negative. Right? You know, when an artist gets a critique, it usually includes the things that they're doing right and the things that are good. And it's not things that are bad, it's just ways to improve. So just try to remember that and carry that mentality with you as you move forward in the workplace, in your personal life, in your creative life, whatever it is, you know. The more positive you are, the more positive your bank account is. Okay. So we have Sagittarius. We have Alistair. Beware of vengeful actions. Take care not to let justice bleed into cruelty for the sake of anger. Okay, so I know that your method of living is usually don't hold back, but right now you might want to dial it in a bit. Yes, Sagittarius, chill out. Chill out. Especially if you have control over other people's jobs or if you have influence on the workplace. Regardless of position, it's just dial it back a little bit. Somebody may have crossed you. Maybe they didn't pick up your shift. Maybe like they owe you or something, but it's not worth it to keep punishing them because then they're just going to be less inclined to ever pay you back or do you a favor in the future. Okay, so forgive and forget in this scenario, especially when it comes to work, okay? If someone owes you money, you are entitled to that payment, but try to approach it kindly. You know, for example, you can, instead of being like, yo, you owe me, where's my money? You can say, hey, are you having a hard time still? Do you want to do a payment plan? Something simple like that. Just as an example. Capricorn, we have Baal. Woo! I'm getting tired out there, Capricorn. Working a little too hard, I bet. Beware of status symbols, names, ranks, or possessions. Be sure that the person behind the title is worth the esteem. I feel like it's not like Capricorn to put someone else on a pedestal. I do think it is like Capricorn to put themselves on a pedestal. Okay, so if this doesn't apply to anyone else, if you're not like kissing ass to your managers or like, you know, trying to take the big boss out for lunch, maybe it's because you are the person that you're kind of thinking is like a higher status than others. Okay, so just kick it down a notch. Okay, whether it's towards someone else or towards yourself, either way, it's really not that important. No matter how good you look in a day, no matter how hard you work, like, whatever. So then we have Aquarius. We've got Leonard. Woo! Oh, it hit me. I don't feel any more tired. But sometimes my breathing is so weird. Yeah, this went out. My breathing just gets really weird randomly. And it's almost exclusively happens when I do these readings lately. Used to happen more often, but I think, you know, if I'm ignoring spirit, it'll come up. But I guess the reason I'm talking about it is because I just want to remind you to catch your breath, take deep breaths, pay attention to the breath, that kind of thing. Okay, so Leonard for Aquarius. We have beware of fawning for attention from authority figures or superiors for no other reason than their position. Sucking up and kissing ass is not going to get you a promotion. Okay, hard work, dedication, effort. That's what's going to get, you know, honestly, the better that you are with your coworkers, the better you would be at managing them, so to speak, if you are looking to get a promotion or something like that. And showing that you have workplace social skills and you're able to work with people and you're able to communicate with people goes so much further than just bringing your boss a coffee every day. For real. So just something to keep in mind. And we've got Pisces. Pisces got brooms. Okay, so we've got some witchy shit going on, Pisces. Okay, we have focus on home and hearth, cleansing and purification. Listen, if you're worried about something at work, just ignore it. The minute you get into your home is the minute you should not be thinking about it anymore. So it starts from within, and it starts at home. So if this is saying focus on the home and the hearth, then you need to clean and cleanse your space. You need to reorganize so that you can get your thoughts more organized, so that you can compete with yourself. I don't know why that popped in my head, but it starts here. Okay, it starts here. So the more that you, again, clear the space, the better you'll feel when you leave it, right? If you wake up and you're like, wow, I look around and everything's tidy and in order, I feel good, I'm going to have a good day. If you wake up in pure squalor and chaos, you're going to carry that with you when you leave. And then you go to work and it's chaos. But if you find your peace at home, even if the work environment is still out of control, you won't feel so sucked in and you won't feel your own loss of control. Okay? So I know it was simple, it was quick, but again, I ain't got time for the shit. So I will talk to you all very soon, and Leo bonus reading coming up right now. Thank you.